Alright, Cowboys fans, gather around because this just dropped and it's massive. We've got breaking news that's shaking up the NFL landscape. Robert Rochell, yes, the former Rams cornerback and Super Bowl champ, has officially signed with the Dallas Cowboys. This move just happened, and I'm here to give you every detail, every angle, and what it means for America's team as we head into the next season. You definitely want to stick with me for this one because this signing could quietly become one of the most important additions the Cowboys make this offseason. So, what's the story? Why Robert Rochell, and what does he bring to the table? Let's jump right in. First off, Robert Rochell's journey to Dallas is nothing short of interesting. Drafted in the 4th round by the Los Angeles Rams back in 2021, Rochell came into the NFL with some serious promise. Coming out of Central Arkansas, he wasn't a household name like some first-round picks, but he showed the kind of athleticism and instincts that NFL teams drool over. And don't sleep on the fact that he's already got a Super Bowl ring under his belt. He was part of that Rams squad that went all the way in his rookie year. That experience alone is invaluable for any team looking to build a winning culture. After his time with the Rams, Robert moved on to the Packers, where his role was more limited, especially on defense, but he carved out a niche on special teams. Most recently, he was briefly with the Kansas City Chiefs, but didn't stick around long before Dallas swooped in. Now, why did the Cowboys sign him? Let's be real, the Cowboys' secondary has been a work in progress, and depth has been a concern. Trevon Diggs, their star cornerback, has been dealing with injury issues, and while they have promising young talent like Nashon Wright and rookie standout Darren Bland, the Cowboys still need reliable depth behind their starters. Veteran corners like Jordan Lewis are no longer with the team, so the Cowboys have been scouring for someone who can bring both athleticism and experience, someone who can step in on special teams and potentially take snaps on defense if needed. That's exactly what Rochell offers. He's a burner with a blazing 4.41-second 40-yard dash and freakish athletic metrics like a 43-inch vertical jump. These are the physical tools that coaches love, especially when building special teams units and nickel or dime packages on defense. When you break down Rochell's skill set, you see a player with tremendous upside. While he hasn't been a consistent starter in the NFL, that's partly because of opportunity and team needs rather than lack of talent. His limited defensive snaps with the Packers might raise some eyebrows, but remember, the secondary rotation in Green Bay was crowded, and the coaching staff leaned heavily on veterans. His real value came on special teams, where he consistently made plays, downing punts and chasing down returners with that rare speed and aggression. That's the kind of player the Cowboys desperately need on special teams because field position can swing games, especially in close contests. But beyond special teams, if he can polish his technique, get sharper in coverage, and prove his football IQ in training camp, he might crack the defensive rotation and provide valuable relief for starters. The signing also sends a message. The Cowboys are committed to building a well-rounded roster, and they're not afraid to take chances on players with high athletic ceilings who may have been underutilized elsewhere. Rochell fits that mold perfectly. He's a bit of a project, but one with proven NFL experience and championship pedigree. That experience matters a lot. Having been part of a Super Bowl winning locker room, Rochell brings intangible qualities: leadership, professionalism, and a winner's mindset, which can be contagious in a locker room and beneficial for younger players coming up. It's the kind of addition that might not make headlines like a star quarterback signing but could quietly improve the team's culture and depth. There's also the practical side to consider. The Cowboys signed Rochell to a one-year deal, which is a low-risk move financially. They're not committing big money, so if he doesn't pan out in training camp or doesn't fit the defensive scheme, they can cut ties without much hassle. But if he shows what he showed in college and flashes glimpses of that 2021 rookie form with the Rams, he could easily be a steal. This kind of contract also motivates players like Rochell. It's a prove-it deal, where every snap in practice and preseason games is an audition. And if he nails it, that could mean more than just a spot on the 53-man roster. It could mean a chance to showcase his talent and land a bigger role, whether with Dallas or another team next year. Let's talk about the Cowboys' cornerback room for a moment. Besides Trevon Diggs and Darren Bland, the room is relatively young and unproven. Depth behind those two is thin, so adding someone like Rochell who has the ability to play both corner and special teams is a valuable chess piece for head coach Mike McCarthy and defensive coordinator Dan Quinn. With so many NFL offenses featuring multiple wide receiver sets, nickel and dime packages are used constantly, and having a reliable third or fourth cornerback can be the difference between winning and losing. Rochell's size, around 6 feet tall with long arms and speed, help him match up with a variety of receivers. He has the physical tools to disrupt routes and make plays on the ball, but as always, it will come down to how well he executes the scheme and adjusts to NFL-level quarterback reads. Now, I want to address some of the skepticism out there. Sure, some analysts have called Rochell a bubble player, saying he might not survive final roster cuts. And yes, the fact that he has barely played defensive snaps over the past 2 seasons is a valid concern. But those who've watched him closely will tell you that this player is still developing. He's young, only in his mid-20s, and his athletic profile is outstanding. The key will be how hard he works in the coming weeks, especially during training camp and preseason games. If he can improve his coverage skills, show better awareness, and keep his athleticism on display, he can surprise doubters. The Cowboys' front office and coaching staff clearly believe there's enough upside to give him the chance. Fans, too, have mixed feelings. Some are excited about the signing, viewing it as a savvy depth addition that adds competition to the cornerback room. Others are skeptical, worried that Rochell is just another camp body who might not contribute meaningfully. But here's the thing: NFL rosters are built on competition, and sometimes, guys like Rochell seize their moment. Remember, nobody saw him as a star when he came out of college, but he earned a Super Bowl ring in his rookie year, contributing on special teams and defense when called upon. That kind of grit and hustle can resonate well in Dallas, where the Cowboys fanbase demands effort and heart every snap. Looking ahead, the timeline is crucial. Rochell's job starts now. Every practice, every drill, every preseason snap matters. The Cowboys' training camp will be the proving ground where he either cements his spot or faces the harsh reality of NFL roster cuts. His special teams ability gives him an immediate leg up because teams always need players who can excel there. From a defensive standpoint, coaches will be watching his footwork, reaction time, and understanding of coverage schemes closely. If he can marry his natural athleticism with discipline and football smarts, the door to meaningful playing time could open. Ultimately, the signing of Robert Rochell by the Dallas Cowboys is a bold, calculated move. It's not headline-grabbing like a high-profile free agent signing, but it's the kind of addition that can pay dividends by adding depth, speed, and special teams firepower. It shows the Cowboys are working hard behind the scenes to fill gaps and improve their roster for what they hope is a deep playoff run. For Cowboys fans, this is exciting news because it means the team is leaving no stone unturned and giving players like Rochell a chance to shine. As the offseason continues and training camp approaches, all eyes will be on how this former Super Bowl champ adapts to his new home in Dallas and whether he can help the Cowboys return to their winning ways. So, what do you think, Cowboys Nation? Is Robert Rochell the secret weapon the team needs in the secondary and on special teams? Or is this just a low-risk move with limited upside? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and let's get this discussion going. And if you haven't already, hit that like button, subscribe for all the latest Cowboys news and NFL updates, and ring that bell so you never miss a video. I'll be here breaking down every roster move, every trade, and every game all season long. Thanks for watching, and as always, how about them Cowboys?